I'm Dylan Hughes, and this is the Royal Purple Durlike Diesel Drift Wagon project. Follow along, this is gonna be sick. No idea where we are, but we're getting a 46 wagon, hopefully. It's actually not a bad color. Kind of like it. It's like a dark bluish, faded. It's kind of a cool color. Besides that, it doesn't look like a bad rig. Take all that interior stuff and throw it in the garbage, just like always. Say we're gonna put that winch to use, huh? Should we buy this thing? I feel like we should.
You gonna be able to winch this thing?
I sure hope so. I don't want to push it, I know that. I got my fingers crossed that winch is gonna work perfect.
I'm sure there's only like 27 rattlesnakes under here. Super start. We got the extreme model. Christmas vacation, activate.
What do you think that was? We're doing it again. We're building another BMW drift car. This one's gonna be a little bit different. So we got this chassis. It's something that's a little bit different. So my E46 is a 2-door, so almost like pretty much it's an M3 now. And this thing is not. This is a 4-door. And the reason that we're gonna do that is because I wanna put 4 seats in it, make it call what we call a party car. So with 4 seats, we can take 3 people for rides at a time. Basically just stoke everybody out, go and run some demo events and go and have some fun with it. So a little history about the car. It was something that we found on Facebook Marketplace. We were just searching around for one, basically for a donor. I didn't really care if it ran to begin with. I just wanted something that I knew was a nice and straight chassis to start with, something we could take apart and make awesome.
All right, let's start up. Oh, it's an 8.
It's an 8. What? I'm so surprised.
That's the sound of a beautiful engine right there.
Dude, that thing turns right over, no problem.
This does not have a super start battery in it, does it?
It does not.
You take that off.
Then what?
All right, I'm gonna put like 10 gallons in.
My brother, Noah Nelson, and I have been ripping this thing apart. Filled our entire dumpster almost twice with the amount of stuff that we brought out of this car, which is pretty unbelievable. But that was a pretty fun process pulling it apart. It always is. It's satisfying work. It's just like ripping stuff apart. It's never going back together, so it doesn't really matter. Perfect! Light it up, mate!
Get out!
And then, so it being a 4-door, it is slightly different in the sense that it is a wagon. And I thought that would be cool just because based off of looks. I saw a couple of European guys that had diesel drift wagons, and I just thought it looks cool. You know, most guys stick to like the coupe style. Maybe some dudes run 4-door cars in Formula D, but I really thought the wagon was just gonna be over the top. And since it is gonna be a party car where it's just taking people for rides, I thought that it would be really cool just to try and do something unique.
Oh, my back hurts. Not too bad though, luckily, but making some pretty good progress on this thing. We ripped a lot of stuff out of it, but looking good. I like the chassis, seems pretty clean. Apparently it's got a salvage title, so got a little whacker-do right there in that back corner, but can't really tell. The hatch is okay, the body panel's okay. We're gonna put some fenders on it, and I'm probably gonna hit it on the wall anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So tiny little bit, but it's been like straightened out and pulled back, so it looks okay. But got everything all torn out of the back. Like I said, sick chassis color and perfect owner. Dude, cutting edge technology here in this thing. We got a 6 CD changer. That's what we're rocking in 2000. Well,
First day done, got all of this crap out of the car and onto the floor. It's still, I've done this many, many times. It still blows my mind how much stuff that they're managed to shove inside of a car. But I mean, it really wasn't too bad, right?
Yeah, I mean, we tore it out pretty quick.
We tore it out pretty quick. We were kind of going full YOLO when we were taking everything apart because I don't really care. But stoked to have it done. It actually looks really good. Chassis looks sick. We got to mess around with the dash tomorrow, and then we're going to pull the engine and trans tomorrow as well. So still got plenty of work to do, but nice head start. We got some airbags.
We got some airbags to blow up.
What's up? You gonna sit on that thing? Let me light it off.
I'll sit on it.
You heard it here. So this is the professional way to do this.
So you pull
when you
motors
see
out.
something that has wires in it, you cut it. We're getting this OM606 engine from England. We're gonna get it from a guy over there who's like a total wizard with these things. I've been following him for a while now. So he's gonna build us one of these engines, and the thing should be pretty gnarly. It's gonna be sick. So it was kind of a crazy coincidence that Royal Purple wanted to do something surrounding their Duralec diesel oil, and I wanted to put a diesel engine in a drift car. So it's kind of like two great things that go together.
Hey, you got your chocolate and my peanut butter.
Peanut butter on my chocolate.
Two great tastes that taste great together.
And with Duralec, we can show how awesome this oil is for your diesel car, truck, or big rig by proving how it can handle a 600 horsepower drift motor.
Tips when you're cutting fuel lines with wire cutters, as you know everyone does, you pinch them off with vice grips to make sure they don't siphon themselves empty. Won't cut.
Hey, ready? Going to our new home.
181,000 hard miles.
Dude, well, welcome to your new home, little fella. You don't have any hard miles anymore. Diesel engine's weird, wagon's weird, four-door's kind of weird. It's gonna be rolling black smoke, and if you go to a drift event, you'll never see a diesel drift car there. Not really anywhere in the States that I could think of. So we'll definitely be the sore thumb sticking out there, which is kind of the plan. It should be sick. This is essentially a diesel version of a 2JZ. It's a 3-liter, inline 6-cylinder, double overhead cam, iron block, aluminum head. This thing is gonna have massive compression. It's gonna be about 25-to-1 compression, where my 2JZ is about 10, because essentially a diesel engine just runs purely off of detonation, which is totally mind-blowing to me. So I am pretty stoked on this. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be different, it's gonna be unique. So we are gonna be taking this thing to SEMA at the beginning of November. And if I have it my way, we'll be driving it a lot sooner than that. But it is gonna be a full-fledged build. The thing's gotta be clean, just like my comp car. It's gotta be proper, and it's all gotta be my spec, if you know what I mean. I kinda have a way that I like to build cars, and I think my E46, my competition car, shows that. And now that we have the E36 as well, we just gotta have it nice and clean. It's gotta be simple, and it's gotta be beautiful. So that's what we're aiming for in this thing.